hat on. It all started when it began. It was daytime. The animatronics were performing. The power went out. The security guard went to go fix it. It wasn't working for some reason. He got electrocuted, but somehow he was still alive. So he survived 5 nights, but until he was surviving, he got into his form, Spring Bonnie. He come with his own axe, broke our cameras, and it all ended when he got a flamethrower and burned down the whole pizzeria. All the other animatronics were down. Had one eye and watched Freddy with his eyes red, dark pitch black. The middle of his eyes were red. He transformed into his final form. He started fighting Spring Bonnie in the office, while all the others were laying down on the office floor, watching him fight Spring Bonnie. Golden Freddy got up with all. Golden Freddy had one arm, grabbed his axe, beat up his face, and all of a sudden, he came back to normal. But he tricked them, and tricked them again. But this time, he actually didn't trick them. Then Puppet had a power to change it back. So Puppet came to the Withers area. He was So the puppet fly to the office, went to the vet, and went to the parts and service. She went to the parts and service. She saw one of the endos that got beat up by Spring Bonnie. Got sent flying to the parts and service. So I saw him. Puppet saw him. Figured out what to do. Saw the Foxy suit. Grabbed the endo. Picked it up and bring it over there. So she picked up the endo, put it down carefully on the floor so it doesn't break. She tied it up with a rope on the body, and when she kept walking, it kept following her as she goes and goes. The next story, while she was bringing the endo with her, she got so close to the Foxy suit, she put all of the parts on the endo and something, but she had to not show you guys for some reason. So she grabbed to him, bring her all the way over here, and all you heard was this big, loud noise. Brung him out with red eyes, and the red eyes mean he was Foxy all along. So as he was Foxy, she brung him to her. She brung him to his stage. As long it turned morning. She brung her back to the area where she turned her into Foxy and put all the parts back. Put all of the parts on, and here we come. Stay up there. And all you hear is just and as long she did that, it got pitch darkness. So it turned day and day. It took forever. She put on the final part, the jaw. No, actually, the neck, the endo neck, the jaw, okay, I don't know. the jaw, the endo neck, the jaw on the endo neck, and then the final and three more parts: head and the two eyes. And one more step: take out the other eye. Take out the other, and then make him, but actually as a her. Make that Foxy as Toy Foxy. Her, and we're naming her Mangle. Toy Fits Mangle. And the longest she'd been working on, her progress was great. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So she turned her on and see what she sounds like. And she said, "Hello." And Puppet told her to follow her. Hey, follow me. And the longest Puppet took Mango to her stage. While she was doing that, she heard noise coming from the other side. She looked to the side that she heard noise from. She went in. Before she went in it, she told Mango, "Stay here. I think I hear something." So she went into it, and she found out there was a secret area. We tell like I brought it up. She brought it up and told Mango, "You do not want to go in there. So come on, let's go." And when her voice glitched out, Puppet was like, "What happened?" And she didn't really care. So they just walked along while her, which is her name, Puppet, bringing her to the spot that she now be at. And she put her by her spot right here. And she got to be right next to her best friend Puppet. And all she had to do was to perform for the kids. And as long we played, as long the new animatronics started coming, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, and Toy Bonnie. They used to be rock stars. Toy Bonnie, rock star. Toy Chica, eat. Toy Freddy, party. And Mangle, the one that was here the whole entire time. Let's play. And me was the only one. So they didn't know I was ever here. So they only put those characters until they started coming. And still they started coming. There was more animatronics coming along. Balloon Boy, JJ. Even their only choice. Witter Freddy, Witter Bonnie, Witter Chica, Witter Foxy. Cupcake. And as long as Toy Bonnie was looking at something, Puppet and Mangle and Classic Bonnie got confused. As long they looked over to the spot he was looking, there was nothing. We talked to Toy Bonnie across while he was walking. We told him, "What were you looking at?" Toy Freddy came in to see what we was talking about. Toy Freddy was looking at something, and he was looking at his plush. As long he he started coming to us. Went to the other way, started coming to us again, and went and looked at the plushie. He walked back, went to the stage. As long they walk back to the stage, as long they kept walking to the stage, they got off the stage and started talking to each other. While Toy Chica was doing something in the kitchen. You know how Toy Chica's every time wants to eat. While Bonnie and Toy Freddy was talking, Toy Chica was in the kitchen. Mango and me were performing along while they were talking. It's performing for the kids, since the kids wasn't having fun with Toy Bonnie or Toy Freddy. And then Mango stopped performing and started walking up to one of the kids. And she was in her past. And it kind of looked like her. So she passed out. Oh, Puppet realized she passed out. And when Puppet looked to the stage, Toy Freddy was also knocked out. So we had both animatronics to deal with, Mango and Toy Freddy. So I looked at Mango, went to Bonnie, and told him, look over there. Never looked, ever meant to stay away. And Puppet was like just doing something. And she was looking somewhere. And while she was looking, she just got up. And when she smelled something coming from this vent, she passed out. So the only animatronics that was still alive was Toy Bonnie. The others over there was having a couple fun. And we never know why. So hold on. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. All the animatronics somehow woke up. Somehow when they passed out by a smoke. They said the smoke is gone. Puppet was following Mango to go check on Toy Chica. Along we went to the kitchen. We couldn't find Toy Chica. And we saw a vent open and broken. So we crawled in and see what was wrong. And all of a sudden, we saw her yellow bots. And all I saw was her yellow bots. All I saw was Chica's yellow bots. And then Mango came and said, "Who is that bots for?" And I said, that was for Toy Chica. She's giving us a clue. So Mango followed me along we go. We go to the area that we've never been at. Long over here. We checked was over here. We checked in. Me and Mango said, let's all split up and go in different. Let's all split up and go in different party rooms. So Mango. And as long, I heard, ah! I opened the vent, clawed onto it, and I found Mango just sitting down on the ground, eyes looking down, and it looked like she was sad. Pretend like you were sad. And she was sad. As long as pretend like you were sad. She was sad and was looking. She passed out as long. Matter, let's just do this. What about we pretend that she was looking, while she was looking, she, okay. And as long she went under the vent, she found Mangle. She picked her up. Put her in a rope like she did when she was at Endo. It was very long, and it was so long, the animatronic still couldn't move. She figured out how do I move her. She kind of forgot I could just make her follow me. So she pressed the button on Mangle, and it makes her follow her. So the along she goes, Mangle is following her. So they went to the parts of service, put her in the same room where she used to be before. And that's the parts of service. So, shall we bring her all? Doesn't matter. Puppet took out her eyes. As long as it was nighttime, she moved her body for now, made her look like she was scary, took out both of her eyes, and put it straight up pitch black. Not black, white. And as long as it was white, Puppet got scary too. As long they got scary for the kids to kill and the security guard. All of the kids that was in the parts of service got so scared until they saw me and Mangle scary, just because it was night. So we started killing them. Ah! And all you heard was such jump scream, ah! Ah! And then Puppet went to the final one and killed her. And Mangle and Puppet went to this vent and found out they had something. So they found out something secret over here. And as long they went into here, just be telling. You don't actually need to. I'm in the vent. Doesn't matter. Then as long as go. Let's go. Then go. Puppet. What's on the floor? Somehow on the wall with somehow flying. Weird. Nobody ever seen. And as long she went. She saw Funtime Fred. And Mangle over there. Spring Bonnie and Grand Rock Fred and Grand Rock Monty. Nightmare Freddy. And that's all. As long they go. The story kept going on. Mangle was somehow stuck in the wall. So she had to think of an idea and she never knowed. So She don't. She just probably shut down. As long the animatronics shut down. They were just chilling. They heard banging everywhere. Until ching. Puppet heard everything. So she crouched and kept walking as long she went. Mango was still stuck in the wall as long as the fight was going. She told me to help her. I couldn't because I had nothing to do with. So I left her there, dying. But she couldn't get her life. So I went back to my place. I somehow died, and then she died. But later up, we have a guest coming up. We have a guest named Ice Freddy Fazbear. And Ice Freddy Fazbear was made on the stage. He was the main and that's virtually where he was supposed to be at, with the shadows. And as long she was with and as long Freddy Fazbear was with the shadows, he started dancing for kids at night. All the kids sat at the table eating pizza as long it was nighttime. All the animatronics was standing up, getting this talking. The performance stopped, and Ice Freddy came into the talk. So they had a new Freddy named Ice Freddy. The whole entire time. They was talking about the bots, and that was actually really massive. So I just started glitching so he started glitching for no reason. Ice Freddy was glassing. Freddy was lagging, and we never noticed. Freddy was lagging as long, just standing there. People staring at him with his eyes just melting. As long as he was melting, he started performing. Then he got the power down, melted with ice around him a little. For now, Freddy had ice on his eyes. It got all of him. The more it growed, it got bigger, and melted. Even on the back of his head, every single side, it melted and got on him. Made him, and people called him Ice Bear. But it wasn't it. We had to think of planning on doing a new toy, Ice Freddy, but we don't know how to make him. So we made an ice balloon boy. Freddy turned on, but with no idea what happened, went back on the stage and started performing with those animatronics. And as long he was performing for the kids, all of the other animatronics was just performing on that stage. And as long he was paying, and as long people was watching. Everything that's happened, he was performing and lag happened. Nobody idea. So he decided to go on his own. So he still kept performing for the kids. And while the other animatronics were performing, he performed right behind one of them. And it was really cool of the performance, because now that Freddy that was in the middle gone, I could finally do my he could finally, now that Freddy was gone, he could do his performance. So many people wanted to come on the stage, they went to the puppet bot. Mama, is it 4 days of Easter? Until Easter? Okay. And I want juice, by the way. Here, Mama.
I don't know why you just don't go to jail. You don't see I have to go to work in the morning. That's why I'm fucking sleeping, Damien. I need to sleep.
Wait. Blinding you, I got you.
Take it.
Where's the new one? And as long he was performing, Fredbear was the only one performing. Freddy Freezebear was performing. And Mango was still stuck in the wall. Mango was finally back to be able to get her head out of the wall. She saw Ice Freddy, and she asked Ice Freddy, "Where was Puppet?" And Ice Freddy told her, "Puppet went to a different pizzeria, which is FNAF 3, and it was stuck forever, and she got infected. So she came back with the FNAF 3 to burn down the pizzeria, but that didn't happen yet." Because we have to wait for that part. And Mango was still going after all. You never know. So
Close my light. Close my door. Don't want to hear you.
I sooner, Mango turned to Ice Freddy and asked him a question. Where's Puppet? And here it comes, the final part that I said. Mango asks where's Puppet, and Freddy Frostbear told her. Puppet went to the FNAF 3. She had to come back. She's been there for a very while. You might want to go there to the FNAF 3 pizzeria to make sure she's okay. I think she's infected. I don't know. Let me respond so I could turn as her. Bro, why is there so many phantom puppets? So all the phantom puppets went into phantom. All of the phantom puppets were looking everywhere, thinking that there was a secret entrance. One of the puppets found a secret entrance into the other puppet found it with her, and it was the inside of the pizzeria. So she closed it back up. And the other phantom puppet heard Phantom Bonnie. So Phantom Puppet was looking for Phantom Bonnie. Phantom Bonnie went outside of the pizzeria of the entrance. All of the puppets were everywhere, and Bonnie found the puppet that was supposed to be here. Hey, I have all my twins here, and I'm right here. The one that's looking at you. I'm the one that's looking at you, in the middle of you. You know the one that you're looking at, right? All right, this puppet over. Look behind you. Just look behind you. Just look behind you. What again? Yes, I know that. All of the animatronic had a plan. You're the only one that we need to ask. The reason why all of the phantoms did a plan to burn down your old pizzeria. Now that you're not there, we have to since you're ours, we have to burn down your old pizzeria. Don't know. We have to. We have to do it. There's no way of going back. I'm gonna make you die. Huh? How the heck did you do that? Me tell like I broke your teleportation. Just fight like a real man. Stop teleporting. Stop teleporting, bro. Ashley, fight. Fight. Bro, you're supposed to fight. Fight me! Ah! Ah! That's not gonna. Ah! Chink! Oh. You see. Stay out here. stay out there. I'm not even looking at your screen anyways. You sound like I was still laughing. You sound like you still heard her laughing. Here he comes. Your enemy. B10. Here comes your enemy. Looking for you. Is he over here? No. Where is he? Is he invisible? Freddy told me he has the power to be invisible and good. And he has the power to tell people. And he has the power to make people go through him. And why do I hear those noise kind of sound like... You know I could fly everywhere. I know he was there. Better vision on. Bro, you're supposed to, like, actually fight me, bro. Like, just fight me like a man, bro.
Get off that.
Ah! Ouch! 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 Me feel like I hold my fly. Yeah! I have flight abilities. You think I'll just start? You think I couldn't fly? I could. That's crazy. Didn't know Bonnie had flight abilities. Me feel like I had claws. Ha-ching! And as long all of the phantoms were fighting against Phantom Bonnie. He didn't want his pizzeria to be. And as long the story began, the phantoms had a new enemy. His name was Phantom Bonnie. He didn't want his pizzeria burned down because he remembered all of his past, and we wanted to, but he didn't want us. He told us if he was dead, we could burn it down, and they wanted to kill him so we could burn it down. But Bonnie's too powerful, so they need the big weapon. So they need the big boy weapon. Bro. B10 like. Right. B10 like the final boss was Puppet but a little bit larger. Yeah, but 10 they bring out the secret weapon. So, and that was and B10 like Puppet was large, and you were like a little bit strong. Well, you were strong, but she was much stronger. So you locked it. So you and she could teleport when you teleport, and the long you kept and when you pretend like that puppet that was the secret weapon died. the secret weapon of Puppet died. So the secret weapon was the biggest, large balloon boy. And he had every single power that all of the phantoms had, even Phantom Bonnie. Fine. So, they kept fighting. But, no, that's not fair. As long, Phantom Balloon Boy somehow catched Bonnie before he could teleport. And when he teleport, Phantom Balloon Boy teleport with him, and he froze him, like, bro, that's not fair, bro. And Bonnie and Witter and when Bonnie got in front of him, every single time he got froze for 1 second, and Balloon Boy jump scared him. One of his bunny ears went a little. And he broke. And when he did that, he broke his flying ability. He broke his teleportation. What do I say? Alright, it's down. Wait, how is it back up? Wait, it went down. You think my teleport? Why is my mouth opening? Listen, my mouth doesn't know that. Freeze you! Duh! That's not fair. That's it. You tell like my music froze you when I played it. You could do the same thing if you want. But first I'm doing mine. But I'm doing mine first, so how is that fair? When both of us are doing it. You're the one that kept telling you missed. Pretend like when I couldn't see you, I somehow said, let's just make a deal where we don't fight, so we can stop having this, because it's very annoying. Hey, I see you over there. And pretend like you went to me to fight, but I catched your other hand and put it down, and I told you, don't fight, because me and you and then you said, why? And I said, because we're gonna make a deal where we don't fight and kill your own teammates that's still alive. And you said, fine, you could burn down my pizzeria and kill my old friends that I don't like. But don't burn down my pizzeria like all the way. I want to keep a little bit. I want to keep my stage because I'll remember the old days. Alright. Catched. Put your hand down. Because the reason why, because I want to make a deal with you that we will burn down your pizzeria for a bit, but not all the way. We're not gonna burn down like the whole entire pizzeria. We're just gonna burn like a little bit. We're not burning your pizzeria like a little bit. You're only burning it like a little bit. We're not gonna burn down like the whole entire thing. We're gonna burn it a little bit. Not the stage, not the office. We're gonna burn down like a little bit of stuff so you can remember even more stuff. But if you want us to burn down the whole entire thing, then you could remember. So you're kind of different than all of us, because if we burn down that pizzeria, you're gonna change to the form that you used to be, which is used to be on our side. And I'm so mad that I have the vision of all of y'all, I'm so mad that I have all of the one that I have that they can't hear you. I can't. I'm banned from that now. No, I'm actually am. So you said what? Okay, bro. I don't want that to happen. You're doing too far. What about me? I don't want to shut down. I have all of the powers of y'all, and I'm the leader. So how's that even fair? How's that even fair, Bonnie? Like I told everybody we're gonna bring him, thinking that we're not gonna burn it down, but we actually are. Alright, guys. We're gonna act like we're not gonna burn it down, but we actually are. So we need like a book bag that's a little bit large to fit a flamethrower. And if Bonnie asks, tell him it's because we're probably just going to go. We're gonna go watch your friends perform. Alright, the plan is gonna work. I know it. Alright, let's go. Oh, nothing. We're just going. Don't ask why Spring Bonnie has a book bag. It's because he was bringing her his like stuff that he has. Alright, guys, let's go. Alright, guys, put those headphones. That sounds like a walkie-talkie, so we could all talk to each other. Don't give one to Bonnie before he knows our plans. And they gave it to you? Alright. Pretend like we had like something. Pretend like we had like some kind of controller that changed channels, and he was on the same channel as us. And we never noticed. Well, we could if we wanted to, but aww. How is that even fair? How is that even fair, bro? Why do we have to do that? Why? We've been ever since we've been doing a role play. You wanted to do all of this stuff, and we can't do our own thing. Why can't we just do this? Pretend like Bonnie. Because I don't want to look at you. Bro, you're following me. I'll stop. Dude, dummy. Can't see? Blind or something? Yeah, I know you can't crouch. Dumb butt. Bro, now we have the Phantom. Now we have Phantom Balloon Boy. Now Funtime Freddy. Funtime Chica. And Funtime... Because this is the Phantom crew anyways. Wait, you're the leader. That's why they're following you. Even Chica could fly? When did Chica start flying in the daytime? At least I could also fly in the daytime too. Well, what are we gonna do now? And one of them survived, and it was 2 people. No, actually, me and you and the other were still like a little bit alive and watched us. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a food. And then I went to the kitchen. You started seeing fire, and it started coming out of the doors. Out of that trouble. And the story began. Some more Andes began. It started coming more and more. So, when I said I'll be right back, when Phantom Balloon Boy said I'll be right back, there was fire coming out of the door because fire was happening in the kitchen. And he got so mad, he saw it. And he's like, Phantom Balloon Boy, I thought you trusted me. I thought you believed in me, that you won't burn down the pizzeria. And I said, we was pricking you all along. No teleporting anymore. Only flying, because that's not fair. No, the teleporting is not fair because I can't kill you if you're teleporting. Alright, no teleporting. I'll just act like I have no teleportation. So so no teleportation. Okay, since we're the only ones that can fly, let's not teleport because that's not fair. So let's fight. Oh, dang! And when you stop flying, you're like, wait, where did he go? Did he go under me, I think? I don't know. And I punch you from the back, and he's like, ow! Ugh! And I send you flying from here, and you look behind me, and he said, but dang, Balloon Boy. Ugh! I'll kill you! Ah! Before I started hitting the wall, and the story began. He started hitting everything, kept flying and hitting walls, hitting ground, falling down, and he kept flying until he hit the ground. So he came back. He came back, went back to the main stage. He went back to the main stage with the curtains closed. He got out of that and started fighting him. So we heard and the more they kept fighting, the more people got scared and got burned. But they still got alive and started watching us. Me, Phantom Bonnie, and Phantom Balloon Boy. And all they heard was us noise, voices, and all they heard was us, get back here! It's like I kicked you all the way to the wall over there, to the kitchen wall. Yeah, to that wall. Don't actually go in the kitchen. Yeah, like that wall. No, you're not. Pretend like I punched you. Pretend like I somehow... Pretend like I hold when you kicked me. I started spinning around and going to the direction you send me, and I hold it before I hit the door, and I hold my fly because I was flying before I hit the door, and before I started hitting the wall, I hold my fall from flying. You think that was gonna work? Pretend like I punched you so hard, I hit you in the stomach, and you're like, ah, and you said, ah, and I made you go and hit that door over there, and it went to the ground. And pretend like you said, dang, you made me freaking hit my own kitchen door. Pretend like I dodged it. Pretend like I dodged it. Yeah. Why do you keep sending me to the Grand Rock? That makes no sense. Just send me somewhere else.